Hi kids, welcome to official storytime with Miss Anna. Today we're going to be reading Night of the Moon by Hena Khan, illustrated by Yuli Pashkis, a Muslim holiday story. Night of the Moon. Let's see what the book is all about. Night of the Moon. It was bedtime, and Jasmine waited for her mom to read her a story as she did every night. But this night was different. Mom came into her room and pulled back the curtains that hung over the window. "Come and take a look at the moon," she said. "What's so special about the moon?" Jasmine wondered. "See for yourself," Mom said. "That tiny little line?" Jasmine asked as she squinted into the darkness. "I can hardly see it." "That's because it's the moon's first crescent," Mom said. "It means a new month is beginning." "A new month?" Jasmine asked. "But it's only the 17th. It's a new month in the Islamic calendar, which is based on the moon," Mom explained. "Long ago, people used the shape of the moon to keep track of days. They watched the moon grow bigger till it was full, then smaller till it disappeared. When the moon reappeared, a new month will begin." "Like tonight?" Jasmine said. "Exactly. And do you know what month is starting tonight?" Mom asked. "The month of Ramadan," Jasmine answered. Jasmine had been looking forward to Ramadan. It was a time filled with delicious foods, new clothes, lots of parties, and her favorite thing ever, presents. Kids, this reminds me of another holiday. Do you know which holidays when you get presents? Yes, Christmas. So Ramadan is when they get presents too. Okay, let's continue. At school, the next day, Jasmine was proud when her class had a discussion about Ramadan. Her teacher, Mr. Sanchez, told the class during the month of Ramadan, many Muslim people fast each day. Does anyone know what that means? Let's see. Jasmine did. "It means you don't eat or drink anything all day long," she shared. "You wake up before sunrise to eat, and then you don't have anything else until the sun goes down." Everyone had lots of questions about fasting. They especially wanted to know if kids had to do it. "Little kids don't fast," Jasmine said, "but maybe I'll try it for a day next year." Jasmine imagined a day without lunch or snacks or even a drink of water. That afternoon, while Jasmine and her little brother, Bilal, had snacks at home, Jasmine asked her mom if fasting was hard. "It can be hard sometimes, but I don't mind," Mom answered. "Fasting helps me remember to be grateful for the food I have and to be more patient." As the sun slowly started to go down in the sky, Jasmine helped Mom pile a plate high with fresh dates and prepare a pitcher of milk. These were the traditional foods to eat after the fast. Finally, sunset came and Dad passed around the dates and said a little prayer. Everyone bit into the sweet, chewy fruits together, and the first fast of Ramadan was over. Then it was time for a special dinner with everyone's favorite foods. That weekend, Jasmine's family went to her cousin Hamza's house for the first of many Ramadan parties. Her aunt and uncle served a big dinner of beef kebabs, grilled vegetables, and fresh bread. Then there were tons of desserts, everything from chocolate fudge cake to rice pudding. After dinner, Jasmine peeked out the window at the moon. It looked like it was stuffed with good food too. since it was now a thick crescent. The next week, Mom and Dad spent hours in the kitchen cooking up huge pots of food to bring to the mosque. Jasmine and Bilal made cupcakes too. Ramadan is a time for sharing, Dad explained. Not everyone has as much to eat as we do. The mosque was filled with people that weekend, and soon all of the cupcakes were gone. As Jasmine walked outside after evening prayers, she felt good about helping others. She looked up at the moon, which was half full now, like a half-eaten cupcake. The days of Ramadan quickly flew by. Every night, Jasmine looked for the moon. One night, when Grandma was visiting, she and Jasmine went for a walk after dinner. Together, they saw that the moon was a brilliant circle. "It's so pretty," said Jasmine, wishing she could see it closer. "Subhanallah," said Grandma. That was what Grandma said whenever she saw something wonderful. It was her way of being thankful for beautiful things. The full moon meant that Ramadan was already half over. Jasmine couldn't believe it. The next weekend, it was time for Jasmine's family to have a Ramadan party. Lots of friends and family came over in the evening for a big backyard barbecue. Dad set up a trampoline in the yard, and Jasmine, Bilal, and Hamza took turns leaping toward the stars, pretending they were on the moon. Meanwhile, a real half moon shone in the sky. Over the next week, Jasmine watched as the moon slowly changed to a crescent and then to a thin line. The month of Ramadan was coming to an end. Finally, one night, the sky was moonless. As hard as she looked into the blackness outside her window, Jasmine couldn't find the moon at all. "There's no more moon," Jasmine announced to her family. Jasmine couldn't wait for tomorrow, when the moon's first crescent will appear for a very special night, the night of the moon. The night of the moon meant that Ramadan was over, and the following day will be the holiday of Eid. When the sun set the next evening, Jasmine's family went to the community center for a night of the moon celebration. Decorated with lights and shiny balloons, the place looked magical. There were lots of stalls where people sold clothes, jewelry, toys, snacks, and gifts from different countries. Jasmine bought some green metal bangles from India that jingled on her wrist. Bilal got a red hat with a big tassel that came from Turkey. Mom picked out new clothes for the family to wear on Eid, including a pretty green dress for Jasmine. Later that night, Jasmine had her hands painted with henna paste in a beautiful pattern with moons and stars. The paste left a dark orange dye on her palms that would last for about a week and then fade away. Jasmine was excited to show her friends at school. When the family got home that night, Jasmine caught a glimpse of the moon's first crescent, so thin it was like a faint line of chalk in the sky. The next morning, Jasmine woke up to the sound of Bilal shouting, "Eid Mubarak!" This was a traditional greeting of Eid, a very happy day for Muslims all over the world. After a big breakfast, together, Jasmine and her family dressed up in their new clothes and went to the mosque for Eid prayers. Everyone gathered on the lawn to wish each other a happy holiday and exchange the 3 hugs of Eid. Then Jasmine's family visited friends and relatives for the rest of the day. Everywhere they went, Jasmine and Bilal received little gifts of money called AD. For Jasmine, though, the best part of the holiday, better than the henna, the new dress, and all the 80 money she collected, was a surprise she got at bedtime. Mom and Dad called her into the family room and handed her a big box wrapped in skinny silver paper. "It's an Eid present," Jasmine's mom said, smiling, "to help you watch for Ramadan to come again next year." Jasmine tore the paper of the box. It was a huge telescope She stayed up late with Dad putting it together and setting it up in her bedroom. Then she took a look at the sky from the window, and this is what she saw. Subhanallah, Jasmine whispered as she looked at the wonderful moon. She couldn't wait for Ramadan next year. Author's notes. The moon is an important symbol for Muslims around the world because the Islamic calendar is based on the lunar cycle. There are 12 months in the Islamic calendar, the ninth of which is Ramadan, the month during which the Muslim holy books, the Quran, was first received by Prophet Muhammad over 1,100 years ago. Ramadan traditionally begins and ends with the sighting of the moon's first crescent. During Ramadan, the holiest month of the year, healthy adult Muslims are expected to fast from sunrise to sunset daily. Reasons for fasting include remembering God and self-discipline. Muslims are also encouraged to give to charity, perform good deeds, and offer special prayers during the month. The Night of the Moon celebration, or Janrat, is the Urdu language spoken in Pakistan and India. It's a popular cultural tradition from South Asia. In the United States, Muslims from different backgrounds often join together on the last night of the Ramadan to celebrate its successful completion and to prepare for the Eid holiday, a religious festival the next day.